I absolutely love it out here first thing in the morning. It's so beautiful. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bo. I'm currently in my robe. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm having a cup of coffee. Also, there's a bobcat behind me. Because it's going down this weekend. The sun's coming out, finally, yes. And Kyle also just woke up. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Kyle, we're starting landscaping today.
Yeah, you're gonna help?
Yeah, I am gonna help.
Your first day on the job.
I have some errands to run a little bit later. Yeah. Ginger. Are you helping puppy? So I'm gonna make breakfast first and then we'll go outside because obviously breakfast is the most important meal of the day. All right, it is currently 8:35. And this is a little fit check for today. In case y'all were wondering. But yeah, we just finished breakfast. I think Kyle's outside having a cup of tea. Oh, we kind of went over the game plan roughly. Really regretting that I did not print out the landscaping blueprint that our designers gave us because Kyle was getting rogue. He already kind of told me all the things that he wanted to like change. And I'm kind of like, did you look at the drawing at all? Just a little bit. So yeah, I'm actually going to get the drawings on my phone so we can at least like look at them while we're going through Kyle's changes because y'all, this man, stubborn. All right, so first things first is we're going to clear out the yard. Because right now we have a whole bunch of tables and chairs and just stuff. Should we start a fire? Yeah, maybe start a fire because I have to leave in a couple hours. So I'm trying to do as much as I can before I dip. Why are there so many moving blankets out here?
That's where our dog lives on.
Oh my God, Ginger, you like tore this thing apart. Girlfriend, look at this. Look at this. This one I feel like can definitely be tossed.
Someone was selling a shit ton of these at Marketplace the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. All the room for activities.
You want to fill it up with stone?
And we're filling it up with stone
pathways?
and hardscaping. Me and Kyle have been arguing about the hardscape all week. We'll come to some type of compromise. Can you like give me the rundown? Because I gotta dip in like 2 hours.
Yeah. So I want to get these tree stumps out. Hopefully just push them out. And then I'll push that pad out, like get it down low. And then I'm gonna have you get on the excavator and do all this work. So leveling this out in here and then digging the pad over there for the pergola.
Ginger's not a fan of it. Ginger, move, girl. Ginger, you don't like that, do you? Not either. All right, so Kyle is struggling with that equipment. He's just like, yo, I need like a second to figure out this machine out. So in the meanwhile, my ass is gonna start mowing. I think that's it. It's like one of those things. You never really notice how much garbage and debris is like in the tall grass, and so you start cutting it and it just like boop, explodes. And now instead of having one bag, you have like 50 little pieces, 50 little bags pretty much. I love having a big yard, but it's gonna take some maintenance. I need to like get on top of this before it gets out of hand, which it kind of is right now. All right, so we're going on a field trip right now. We were walking through the alley and we were heading to the other side of our yard the yard that we do not use right now, but we will. All right, friends, welcome to the other side of our backyard. So we have a decent amount of land, you guys. I don't know if that actually, like, we comprehended how much space we actually have. So yeah, this part of our backyard, we are currently not using. The fence is like a little compromise. Thank God we have like 2 fences, but we don't use this because we don't want Ginger to get out because it's easier for her to just like dip. And she's a good girl, but still, it's like a little bit too much. The grand plan for this area is that we want to keep this mainly grass. And so we're probably gonna plant a couple trees. Our outdoor kitchen is kind of in this area. So I want to design it in a way where if you're hanging out on this side instead of walking all the way around, would it be really cool if there was maybe like a couple like bar stools? So from this side, you can still have access to the outdoor kitchen and vice versa. That's cool. I gotta think about that a little bit more, but the ideas are happening. And then over here, in this little corner, this is where we're gonna put our sauna or hot tub, but most likely sauna. It's gonna be pretty simple back here. Like I said, just keeping it grass. And this is honestly like phase like 3 or 4 in the project. Like we're not trying to really do anything out here. Mine is just like maintaining the grass, which, yeah, that's my job right now. Oh my God, I just picked up a baby bunny nest. I like saw one, I was like, what is that? And then I saw another. So I'm gonna like stop and see where these BBs were coming from. But they just ran over here. I love how I'm looking like I'm actually gonna do something about it. Like, what am I gonna do with two baby bunnies? But I definitely wanna make sure that I'm not running any of them over. I've never had a baby bunny in my arms before. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so cute. Okay, so far we have 5. We have 5 baby bunnies. I'm so glad I killed 5 bunnies today. That's just bad news. Wow, look at that. That's so crazy. Mm-hmm. That one's huge.
I know.
All right, so quick bunny update. I officially saved 8 bunnies. I am officially done mowing the lawn. I was having heart palpitations doing the rest because I just my conscience is don't kill the bunnies. But yeah, check out the bunnies. I have 8. That's a lot. So I put my hoodie over them so the big one wouldn't jump out. But yeah, you guys. Oh, we got some bunnies. I have no idea what to do. None whatsoever. All right, it's Sunday. Today's a new day. We are about to continue the weekend project of landscaping, and Kyle went to Home Depot for the 5th time this weekend. What did you even get? That's a real question.
No, I returned the stump grinder.
Using the bobcat to push over that stump clearly wasn't working.
Yeah, they were way bigger than I thought they were going to be. I don't know why. I thought there's weed trees and they're going to be no roots, but
there were roots.
They've been there for a long time.
There were roots and they were deep. And then, yeah, we're going to mark off our paths.
And then I'm going to dig them.
So we are taking apart our little pit, which is really sad because this pit has done us so well the past year. So I need to move all this wood that I didn't get to burn last night. And then we're going to grade, pretty much flatten this entire area because I don't know if you can tell, it's a lot taller than what's happening over here. So yeah, let's begin. So pretty much what Kyle is doing is we're gonna have like 2 feet of like green, like bushes and stuff. And then he is going to grade everything within this like orange little like triangle. And this is all gonna be graded, and then we're adding pavers. So I don't have a printed version of this landscaping plan. I'm gonna look on the computer and I'm going to gather some notes so I can start taping off the pathways, which is really exciting. I just took a photo of the drawing, and yeah, this is how I'm gonna measure the pathways, by just staring at my phone. All right, so I've come to the conclusion that I agree with Kyle. I'm not gonna use this drawing to a T, and I think I just need to feel it out, because I just measured 10 feet from the fence onward. Like from the fence to the beginning of the path is 10 feet, and it just feels a little bit too big. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit the rattle can and just gonna make my own path, because yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's all about like what feels right. And like that didn't feel right. All right, do I like that? So imagine this, double doors, wide kind of patio situation. And then just obviously not that jaggedy, but yeah, this is the pathway. And then this will be a combination of grass and then mulch. I definitely want a little bit of grass here. Yeah, this is hard, damn. That's why they pay landscapers the big bucks. So it is 5 o'clock and I officially feel crazy. Kyle's making our pathway. Pretty much our backyard is just gonna be dirt until we get the stone and start planting. All right, I gotta get ready for this birthday party that I'm an hour and a half late for. So we're gonna continue this tomorrow. All right, so it's Friday night. I am exhausted. And Kyle's being mean. We're both like cranky, and he was just like, you need to help me take these granite pavers out of the car, because this weekend, curbs, whatever, they're pavers. Because this weekend we're working on our fire pit. Yeah, remember these? Check this out. So these are the granite pavers.
AKA curbs.
The curbs. They are, how wide are these guys?
8 inches by 5 inches by 5 foot long.
Yeah, they're big boys.
Big, solid, heavy.
Big, solid, heavy boys. And yeah, Kyle needs my help. And we got one. We got one more in the car, and then we got the rest over here. Underneath like this.
Looks cool, looks cool.
It looks super cool.
Now we need to push it to the corner here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get another one. You just level this out.
Oh my god.
Just throw some dirt underneath here.
I mean, these bricks are... Oh. Okay, cool. I got it in.
Does it have to go my way or is it good?
Yeah, I'll go your way.
Ooh, that looks good. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Wow.
It looks nice.
Wow, look at Kyle's little I'm impressed stance.
That's good.
That's real nice. That's real nice.
It'll be real big. I think I want to do the next corner block because that's the most important thing to level.
Yeah.
And then we can put the third piece across, and then we can start inlaying before we do the last one. Because
Okay.
once this one's level,
Yeah.
we're leveling to that and to that, then we're set.
Dope. Look for bunnies! Oh shit. Okay, I'm in.
Are you on?
Woo-wee!
I think we're good.
All right, y'all, so it's kind of dark. I don't know if this thing has a night mode, but I'm just gonna let it rock. But we officially got this thing in.
Did it. I think it looks good. We'll find out tomorrow.
So tired, yeah. I think tomorrow is gonna be like the determining factor of what this thing looks like. But also check out our house at night. It's actually kind of nice. Well, I guess more than nice. I love it out here. All right, so it is the next day, and
Saturday, right?
yeah, I'm pretty excited to show you guys the bonfire pit that we're working on last night. It got really dark, so now you get to really see what's up.
It works.
Look at that. We actually had a little bonfire last night, but yeah, I think it turned out better than I could ever imagine.
Seams are good. It's nice and level. Unfortunately, we got a lot more soil to remove, but
Yeah. So our biggest debate was pretty much these granite slabs are only 8 inches, and our pavers that we're gonna put along this is 2 inches thick, and it's just gonna take away like the thickness of this thing. So we're actually going to remove some more dirt and then add the pavers. All right, so Kyle has summoned me over to where we're going to be building our pergola, because he is prepping to start marking out where we're gonna have the footings, and he wants my approval.
I'm doing the pad for the kitchen right now, not the footings.
Oh, whatever.
My biggest debate is, should I go all the way to the fence? Right now I have it backed off the fence a little bit, so it'll be easier for the form.
I would say back off the fence, because this fence is gonna be gone one of these days.
So back up to it or not to it?
No, not to it.
Okay, so then where I'm at is good.
Yeah.
This is for the wood forms.
Wait, what do you mean wood forms?
It's like I'm pouring concrete here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you doing that today?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have 15 bags outside.
Oh.
I want to get this poured, and then we'll dig out the foundation for the marble table right here. And then we'll keep, I'm just throwing dirt over here so you can run the tamper and start tamping all this stuff down. I want to do this before we do the pathways.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to dig this out then.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. All right, so these are our pathways. As you can see, they're a lot cleaner than they were this past couple days. The one thing that I do want to do before we start tamping is I want to go over just like the flow of the pathways, something me and Kyle also have been not arguing. How would you say it? We need to get on the same page is the curvature of the actual pathways. It's something that like, this isn't it. This isn't it. And there needs to be a revision. And he's like, oh no, it looks fine. And I'm like, no, the curves, they are thick, they're not great. I'm actually gonna run upstairs on our second floor and show you why I don't love our pathways right now and what I wanna do to fix them. This is what our landscape is looking aerial view wise. I don't know if you can really tell, but this is our front door area. So we need to make this a little bit wider, but you can see how this is a super sharp, like 90-degree turn. I wanna make this a lot more softer. And then this is just really, really straight. It kind of bothers me. And then it also has a sharp turn and it goes to our gate. So like I said, I think I just really want to make this just more softer, more rounder, kind of looking back at the drawings that we got from the designers. And then same thing over here. This is supposed to be this like really bushy, like kind of grass patch. And I think we actually made this too small. So there's a path that goes to the fire pit area. So I want to shift the path this way just a little bit. And then some other things that we omitted. Pretty much we are not adding a pathway to our other side of the yard just yet because obviously we're not really using it. So we are just going to make this all grass. It might be a good idea, might be a bad idea. And then, yeah, we have this little center area here. This is where we were supposed to put that like circle kind of tree moment. Kyle did not want that. He just wants to have like another grassy place for a plant. He did want to add a tree, maybe a little bit closer here for shade, but he does not want like a bricked in circle statement moment. So yeah, right now it's a very organic shape and it's not centered within the door, which also bugs me, but I guess we'll figure it out. And where Kyle is, that is going to be all gravel. I mean, all the pathways are going to be gravel. And where the fire pit is, that is going to be where we have the pavers. Yeah, if any of that made sense to you guys. Hopefully it did. All right, quick update. Kyle has his form together. He's somewhere around here. I've honestly been inside for a minute now, so I need to get to work. All right, so I'm concrete girl. This is all the concrete Kyle is gonna use for this project under this tarp, and then I will start tampering, which the tool is still in the truck. Speed. I got my wrist. I don't know about you, but it definitely looks like rain. Hopefully not. Like I said, we got 2 more hours of working and I'm not trying to work in the rain. I'm like, been there, done that, done.
Check the weather and I check the radar. And it says no rain. It does look like it's gonna rain. But it's all right.
You know it's Michigan. It's definitely gonna rain. All right, this is the last of it. Woo. Do you want me to start grading?
Yeah, start grading that stuff. And then I would say let's kind of finish grading the paths and stuff a little bit. And then we'll get the tamper out.
Okay. What's up, girlfriend? We're definitely making this path wider. By how much, a foot? All right, I'm gonna try to make it gradual. All right, does this look straight? So it is currently 5:35. I gotta call it quits for now, so I can get ready and go to this event. Kyle's not too thrilled. We're like both exhausted, but let me show you the paths that I've been breaking my wrist on clearing so we can start tampering, which who knows if that's gonna happen today. So this is the main pathway. We have a 3-foot wide pathway throughout, and so it was just really important that I like nailed this curvature, which was so hard on both sides. The one thing I'm still working on is once we turn here, I felt like this was a little straight. So I am working on feathering this out just so it can curve a little bit more. And I also want it to be a little bit wider, especially since it goes to our front door. And I feel like that should be like its own main moment. Yeah, you see how it just feels a little pinchy here? And I definitely just want this to sweep in a little bit more. Same thing with over here. I just like really finessed, you know, these curvatures of the pathway. So next steps, especially when it comes to this particular area, is we need to figure out where our pavers are actually going to end. Because right now, if we look at the drawings that Yardson gave us, they had this whole area, like green grass plants, come all the way to here. And as you can tell, our stop's like right there. So there's a lot of little details that we need to figure out, especially since we altered the design and kind of made it our own. So yeah, we'll have to probably figure that out sooner than later. But yeah, let's go check on Kyle because he's almost done, which is great. How you feeling?
Good.
Wow, look at that. Looks like you know what you're doing.
Done in a time or two. Definitely don't want to make a career out of it.
No. So over here is where our outdoor kitchen's gonna be. So we're gonna make some cabinetry. What are we making this out of? Marble?
Stone, yeah.
Some type of stone situation. TBD. All right, I gotta go inside and get ready. But yeah, more tomorrow. All right, so it is the next day. It's Sunday. And yeah, Kyle's not here. He left me and went to go antiquing somewhere in the thumb in Michigan. And he told me that I had to stay back because I didn't put in enough work. He was just like, here's the tamper. This is how you use it. When I come back, I expect you to be done tampering the pathways. I mean, he didn't say it like that. My guy says I'm not putting enough work, so I gotta prove him wrong. So, two things. I have way more grading to do than I thought. So I'm going to actually pause on using the tamper and I'm going to grade a little bit more. I'm gonna spend an hour grading, moving some more dirt, and then I'm gonna start using the tamper. But I really need to get this done because I wanna start putting on stone. Yeah, that needs to happen soon. Look how flat this is. So much better. What's up, girl? All right, I'm gonna start tamping a section, see how this looks. All right, how do I get the wheels to turn? I'm ready. Chokes on. All right, check this out so far. It's not too bad. So I tampered this area as well as a little bit over there. Yeah, dang, I actually feel pretty confident. Not sure where Kyle is, but I'm hoping I can like get a lot of this done before he gets back. I am beyond exhausted. So right now it is 5:11. Kyle came back a couple hours ago, started moving all the bricks in the yard, and then he actually took the tamper back to Home Depot because we were renting it just for the weekend. So just to recap in this entire video, I feel like we definitely got a lot done when it came to excavating, building the pathways. That was a big one, and then grading. Other things that we got done this past week is our fire pit. Super excited that we're able to get that granite. I've been eyeing that granite from Michigan Tile and Marble for months now. So the fact that it's here and it looks exactly how I envisioned it is pretty dope. We still have some work to do, obviously, to it, but you know, we already having bonfires and being able to enjoy it, which is awesome. I would say our biggest accomplishment yet is building the platform for our outdoor kitchen, which is also going to be the area where our pergola is. So Kyle made some forms, he poured the concrete. So later on, once I finish designing the outdoor kitchen, we'll have somewhere concrete for the cabinets to go in, which is gonna be made out of stone. We're not doing any wood cabinets out here, hell no. So yeah, still so much to do. Like I said, I'm gonna be hosting all summer, muck boots required, that is my theme. But yeah, I'm trying not to feel as defeated now, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. My back hurts, my arm hurts, my hands hurt, my feet hurt. So anywho, like I said, up next, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we will be getting gravel laid down, and I'm logging off. Thanks for following along this past couple days. And if in case you were wondering, the bunnies are gone. They never came back. They hopefully are thriving somewhere. They're just not thriving in our backyard. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.